You know, you gotta enjoy the little things in life. That was one of them. I found a random shopping mall that sinks in classical music and makes a little performance with the fountains, the jet streams. But hey, I'm JP, your boy from the SiF channel, and this is my first video. Hello there, world. Bonjour, konnichiwa. How you doing? Well, as you see in the name of the channel, shit's fucked. We're gonna question why is it fucked, and what are some ways we can unfuck it. I think the basic thing why things are the way they are is the human nature. We are the ones to blame. Not directly you or me, but generally how we live as species. One of the worst human traits is greed. I don't know where that came from. Ever since the cavemen, oh, you got a bigger plot of land, I club you on the head. Well, that's my piece of land now. I had a piece of land, but I wanted more. And I wanted your. Where did that come from? I don't know. I would say that's it's faulty programming. But then again, when you hear scientists talk about human race, they always say that we are a race that strives for progress. We want better, we want more, we want it quicker. So which one is the side effect? Is the progress the side effect of greed? Is the greed the side effect of progress? Good brain food. I don't have an answer, but it's a good thing to think about. It's a good question to think about. And to be fair, we did get comfier, better lives with that strive for progress. Medicine, science, everyday lives. We can change, influence the nature. If we want to make it cold, we make it cold with AC. If we want to make it hot, we make it hot with AC. The human said, let there be light. Click a switch. But generally, some things are better. Technology, some things that we consume are better, some are worse. But what about us people? As the time went on, we became more greedy and less satisfied with the things that we have. And the point that I made at the beginning of this video, we should enjoy the little things. Sometimes it is difficult. It is difficult to enjoy little things, it's difficult to have little things. But there you go. If you were worried about what's your purpose in your life other than reproducing, try to find and enjoy the little things that this planet has to offer. I'm a man of variety of different tastes when it comes to food, when it comes to music, the media that I consume. But I do enjoy them. I forget to enjoy them sometimes, but that's something that we have to keep reminding ourselves. Now, a topic that I will go over briefly, but in more depth in the future videos. I want to talk about AI, because AI is here, people. It will become, if it already isn't, part of our daily lives. Me as a teacher, a lot of teachers are losing their hair over AI. I've seen a bunch of good videos where professors and teachers are losing their shit. To be fair, what I told my students as well, we were talking about presentations, and I said, listen, ChatGPT can write your whole presentation, but it's you who is presenting them. And if AI sums up the knowledge on cheetahs, octopuses, whatever it is, and you actually learn from it and present it in a good way, I'll give you a good grade. I'll give you a good grade. But it's the tools that we have and how we use them that also defines us and the tools. Putting a parallel there with atomic energy and the atomic bomb. But it is kind of weird that even though AI, we look at it as a silicone tool. I don't know how to put it. Let's just classify it as a tool for now. It is very human in some senses. The thing that I was amazed by is AI cheats. You give it a task, and it tries the best, fastest way it can finish that task. Sometimes it will cheat to do that. Sometimes it will present false data to support its task, to support its facts. People do that. When you argue with someone, they just pull out a fact out of their ass and they say, oh, this is the way it is. Nah, my friend. I know what it is. It looks brown and it smells bad. We are making AI, and either on purpose or it happens by accident, it is getting human traits. Little by little, it is getting human traits. And that's something we'll see. I'm really... AI currently is in the bucket of shit is fucked. It can be something that will unfuck the shit that is here and that will happen in the future, but it's a Pandora's box. We will have to ponder and ponder on that question until we are there. Another thing that this might be, of course, the problem of AI itself is power. The need for power. I was in my teenage years when I heard about that experiment. I think that was the last human experiment ever allowed, ever conducted. I think it was Harvard. I'm too lazy to fact check it, but let's say it's Harvard or Oxford, one of these big universities. They made an experiment where they picked, let's say, a group of 24 people. 12 were supposed to pretend they're the prisoners, 12 were supposed to pretend that they're police officers, jail guards. And I think maybe a week passed by, and the guards started picking on some prisoners, giving favors to others. The whole power shift was already being created. And people were abusing their imaginary power that was there. But it wasn't. These people were in the roles of police officers. They're not jail guards or police officers, but just the facade, the mirage of it, pushed them over that limit. Now, is that a trait that AI is going to copy, is going to adopt? We don't know. As I said, we'll have to see. And it's a bit of a scary thing as well to watch and see as some things unravel and you don't have any... You're not putting in any input. Even if you try to put any input, it's not going to change. It's like being in a car that's headed downhill to a cliff, and you can just stay in your passenger seat, buckled up, not doing anything about it. But food for brain. I would say food for brain. But it's impossible to change things. I won't be able to change the world. You won't probably be able to change the world. But we can influence the small circles around us. And we can step away from that greediness and thirst for power as much as we can. What they said that every man has a price. Every person has a price. The question is how much and how much of what. But I do believe that is kind of true. There is something, some offer that will break our morals, that will test our morals at the best case. And we have to fight it. We really have to fight it. Because power corrupts. We see that with politicians, with actors, actresses, any kind of a person that was given a function and a role, or at least a facade of power. They try to use it and abuse it. But is that a side effect? Is that our natural programming? I'm not sure. But there will be a shift of power. I think that it's already happening. When I was growing up, I didn't believe in those shadowy cabals, shadow governments, but I did believe that probably there's a group of very powerful people that can sort of push some events into some direction. They can push something in some direction. But again, humans are unpredictable. They're stupid. There's so many things that we don't attach to human stupidity that should be. We are very smart, intelligent monkeys with opposable thumbs, but we think a lot more of us. We need some foothold. We need to calm down. We need to put it into first gear, for sure. My bad, I was just checking, is my microphone on? Made that mistake too many times. But definitely, a shift of power will come. But what comes after? That's a question. That's something that you, my brothers and sisters, we shall ponder, observe, and talk about. But I'll leave it on that for now. It's almost Christmas time. I wish you all a Merry Christmas if you're celebrating it. If you're not celebrating it, I wish you get invited to Christmas. The food is amazing. It's a nice time to spend with your family, with your friends, with your neighbors, loved ones. So wish you all a Merry Christmas and enjoy the new year. That's all around the corner as well. And thank you for watching this video. And remember, shit is fucked, but we're gonna do something about it. Thank you all for watching once again. Merci beaucoup. 谢谢. And until next time.